Another day, another brand new gimbal. So here's the deal. Zhiyun sent me an email asking me if I'd like some free stuff to look at in a video. So I thought, why not? I might as well do it before somebody else pretends to be me and does it first. So here we are, the new Crane 2S. Last time I looked at a Zhiyun was the Webuilt S, which I did a 5 things format kind of video, and just to mix things up a bit, I've decided to do exactly the same format for this video. One slight problem is that. Now I was supposed to be out shooting today with a skater in hopefully similar weather to yesterday, continuity and all that kind of stuff, but unfortunately we've got that crud and skaters don't like that kind of weather. So anyway, I've got the grip off. Yay, we can talk about the grip for the whole video. There's lots of gimbals out there and the Crane 2S has those fancy creative features too, but the key thing is, what does this do particularly well? All right, let's take a look at it before it falls over in the wind. So this is shiny, brand spanking new. It's a carbon fiber grip, very luxurious and Formula 1 car-like. So you can race your gimbal around a track. No, you can't. But this makes it lighter. It makes it even lighter when you take this off, but you don't want to do that because it removes the batteries. And you'd just be gripping a load of hot batteries, right? But anyway, batteries, we've got 3 of them. 18650 3.6 volt. Rechargeable. There we are. Now I put these into charge before breakfast, then I had my brekkie, read the news for a bit, and then faffed about, went to the toilet, and then boom, finished charging. I don't know if it's the charger, but it's quite quick at charging. Not sure if it was already kind of pre-charged a bit, but just saying, yeah, it didn't take as long as I thought it would do. So 3 batteries, that'll give you 12 hours of runtime. Okay, let's put a grip back on. Makes me feel like I'm putting a silence on the gun. There's not much more useful information that you can get about batteries, right? So let's put that back on, if it will indeed, there we are. Screw it back on. I've gone for like a black and gold color scheme here. Dude, they've gone for the gold and black things for a while, but they've used that gold to emphasize that S for sure. Proper Asian bling. But what else have we got here? We've got locking mechanism on each axis of the gimbal. Locking switches are coloured gold, so you can't miss them basically. Now there are different locking positions. There's one here. Obviously there would be one down like that. And then there's one kind of in between those two, like that. And there's actually very little play. See, that's fully locked. It's hardly budging at all. Yeah, that's mightily impressive. I mean, it's reassuring stuff when you've got your expensive camera and lens on it. You don't want it wobbling about all over the place. I mean, even if it doesn't actually fall, it'll probably make you skid your pants every time you kind of carry it around and it wobbles about. It's a nice touch, as is this. There's a double locking mechanism, which is normal, but you can use the latch to press the button locking mechanism. Slick. And you're not talking about cameras. I think, look at the space there. I think you can mount a much bigger camera than the Sony A7. Like S1H bigger. This is a DSLR defeating beast of a camera, but hey, at least it doesn't overheat. I've tried the Panasonic S1H. That is a massive wang of a camera with a massive wang of a lens. The only problem with that is that there just wasn't enough room on this side, so it ended up kind of tilting to the left a bit. The Webuilt S is for Wii mirrorless cameras. If you want to go for bigger cameras on the gimbal, then the Crane 2S is the one that you need. Well, not the most level surfaces to be balancing a gimbal, right? I sound like a fortune teller's door as you walk through a fortune teller's door. Jingle jangle, jingle jangle. Right, I should find somewhere flattish to set this up, right? Let's go. Right, I am on flat ground, it's just that that camera's on the wonky angle. Wongy angle. All right. Trouble with a lot of mirrorless cameras is that the body's small, but the lens is so fat. That's why it's good to have that camera booty room, so you can push it further back to balance out the heavier front ends, especially useful if you're going to put bigger glass on it. So let's do axis by axis balancing. I may or may not fast forward this bit, just due to it being potentially boring. Either that was made easy by the gimbal, or I am just magnificent.
Or maybe I just fast forwarded it.
I'd bet on the latter, but it's probably the former in actuality.
Well, technically not completely balanced yet, but yes, it is quick and easy to balance, thanks to those quick release knobs. Tell you what though, it is a thick thing, but you do get a fatter screen. Sort of.
And the screen where you don't get big screens on gimbals is all about having something which is not too claustrophobic and makes going through the menu system easier. I mean, this is almost a 1-inch screen. It is quite a big fat grip, and you can quite easily put both your hands on it for more assured handling of your gimbal.
And I would recommend the samurai style of holding it, especially when the load starts getting a bit heftier.
There's quite a fair bit of weight to it. You can use their trans-mount accessories to add a little double grip. If you want to put external monitor on as well, you can add a little grip on the side with external monitor. Anyway, there it is. There's actually a space for vertical shooting. You can slide a camera on here. There's a separate quick release plate here for your Instagram stories and stuff like that.
Sounds silly, but actually makes a lot of sense, and it's good that you can switch from the normal side to the the vertical side. I've used, tried and tested Zhiyun's gimbals from way back, and although I'm not a huge gimbal user, I'm practical about what I want from them. It's not really about the fancy features, just how well those motors can smooth things out. I can't put it side by side with previous gimbals, but the motors feel so strong and responsive on their latest one, most likely their strongest.
I'm sure some other people have got some models, some pretty scenery, whatever. I'm not going to pretend. I'm going to park somewhere, film myself, film myself, film myself. Of course, incredibly responsive. It's got brand new algorithms and stuff.
It has their 9th Instune algorithm. Yeah, don't know what it means either. It's rock steady, I'll give it that. And that's what I'm more than happy to take.
This is definitely as smooth as you're going to get with Zhiyun Crane. It can handle this beast of a camera, the S1H, with no problem at all. I mean, what else has it got? It's got the smart features, it's got the app, the motion lapse, the time lapse, the panorama modes. You can control the gimbal using your phone, but the key thing is, like the Weibo S, it's got the follow focus. And you do so using this smooth weighted thing.
Having the app is neat, but like the Weibo S, it's the practical things like the image transmission follow focus, which makes this a neat improvement over the Crane 2.
Given that this is a Crane 2S, this is more like a noticeably improved Crane 2 rather than next level gimbal. But if you're using bigger cameras like the S1H and the Blackmagic Pocket Camera's 6K, then you should definitely look at this Crane 2S. Woo!